would be very interesting to know how many brands have been on
That's a
Clip.
good one. Hello everyone and happy Christmas. This is our little Christmas episode, and basically today we want to come on and just kind of do a little year in review, I guess, and kind of what all's happened within Clip within the last year, from this last Christmas to this Christmas. And yeah, just a little bit of a summary, and even talking with creators, because creators from last year to this year, the differences as well. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So without further ado, Maria, I want to start with you and ask, how many creators are now officially, well, not official, but approximately are within Clip?
It's a good question. Top of my head, it's probably, I think at this point, it's probably over 2,000 overall. Like
Wow.
UK, US, and Australia. Obviously, the majority is in the UK. I think we have 1,200 around that. Yeah.
I think it's like, to whoever this number doesn't sound impressive, just imagine 2,000 people in one room. Like that is everyone at some point have made connections or created content for the same brands or other brands as well. I think that is so many people with the same passion, and that's just
Also with Clip's acceptance rate, that it's not that high. So like out of
That is also true. That is also
It's an
true.
elite.
And also, maybe think about the fact that when we started Clip, we had around 50 creators in total.
wow.
Like 50. And then, to be bluntly honest, out of those 50, I think 10 of them were active. Like active. So, yeah. And then you two were two of them, actually. So yeah, but it is a huge number considering the acceptance rate, which is 7%. And yeah, I mean, we say 2,000 plus for sure that are signed into the platform, and then of course the ones that are really, really active is probably half of it. They're active in the sense that they have constant collaborations on the platform. Because I mean, we do have a lot of them that pause their accounts, they come back, they do this, they do that, but yeah, that's it.
It's also would be very interesting to know how many brands have been on
That's a
Clip.
good one.
Yes, I was actually going into admin now because I also want to give you the number of how many clips have been created as well.
I'm excited for that number.
Active brands that have completed a campaign, basically they paid for it. There's 3,716 brands, but this is from the beginning. Okay,
Yeah.
It's
But
a lot of
still,
brands.
considering also that most of the brands did make more than one campaign at least. That's so much opportunity. That's crazy.
That
exactly.
just shows you how many people are looking for UGC. Like 3,000 brands. Like, yeah, that's a lot.
It is a lot, and it's still like only a
It's quite interesting
fraction of
for creators who ever think, is there a future in UGC? Is there like
Is it
gonna
oversaturated?
be? Yeah, we're gonna like run out of brands. No, we're not gonna run out of brands. This is
just the tip of the iceberg, right? Like I don't think people really, really realize it. But yeah, that's the number for the brands and the number of clips created. Obviously, there's going to be like duplicates or whatever of the same video, maybe edited or something like that. But I mean, considering that, let's move on. It's 22,674. So okay, even if it's not the real number, let's
even if it was half.
Yeah, exactly.
That's still
clips.
Yeah, that's 11,340
something.
Yeah. 30 something. Yeah.
I don't know if Ali, you have that, but sometimes when I look at the clips that we gave feedback to, that's like in like hundreds, and hundreds of clips.
Yeah.
So then it just shows you like how many there must be, because we only give feedback on the main video, but then you think about all the add-ons and variations and things like that.
There's so much to it. Yeah. So there you go.
Crazy.
Guys, listening, brands listening, you're part of the 20,000 clips that came from both sides here. So amazing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about let's talk about what have you seen in the last year that has changed in terms of maybe creators, maybe content in general. Is there like a shift? What shift do you think is going to happen? Whatever is going to happen in 2026. Also, actually, I've written a newsletter for brands just the other day about what's going to happen in 2026. So I'm happy to discuss about that too.
Ooh.
But yeah, I'm really curious on the creator side as well, because you also said that, you know, creators are a bit like skeptical. Is this like future or not?
Competition is definitely harder. However, there's so many amazing creators that have came out, like, and even compared to last year and this year, even with on clip or outside clip as well, there's so many fantastic creators that are really like nailing that lighting, those like luxurious shots and making it. That I think there's nearly two. It's like nearly maybe splitting, is how I would say it, that there's CGC is a lot more part now and UGC, if that makes sense. So what I mean by CGC is like the really nice, polished, high quality UGC, and then the actual UGC is that really authentic, as we spoke about one other time, that affiliate marketing vibe, the TikTok shop, the two different kind of vibes that's coming out. I'm loving how the polished vibe of like the really nice good shots that look aesthetically pleasing and show brands off so well is definitely getting so much better as well, because then I think as an industry it helps make everyone better, because then everyone's going to be like, okay, this is where I need to be. This is how good I need to be as well.
This is the standard of the industry
standard,
now. Yeah. I think it's very interesting to see from brands' perspective as well, is that brands are looking for such a variety now. I feel like if you look at the same year last year, I feel like UGC was a little bit of like a more even playing field, if that makes sense. So you knew what you could expect from basically all the creators, because we basically were doing quite similar thing. But this last year has been so potent in like different editing styles, different shooting styles. Like as Ali said, like the if you look at two people who call themselves UGC creators can be such a different vibe, such a different energy. They can be seeked for such a different reason. Mm-hmm. But still, we're both UGC creators, right? And that I think this is so fascinating, and I love to see it, how I feel like this previous year, a lot of creators have found their own style and really dug into it rather than just spreading themselves too thin and exactly, or just, so yeah, it's quite exciting to see. And I do believe that in the next year, we're going to see even more of that, even more of like people just finding their real style and basically being approved by the brand because of that specific style. And brands have more understanding of that too, I think. I want to believe that, and I think we see it as well. The brands understand that they are getting the creator's personality, not just their face. And
that is such a good point. I think it's turning a little bit more into personal branding of like, for the creators that are so authentically, this is my style, that like this is their vibe. It makes it really easier for a brand, because we're wanting this vibe, this vibe, this vibe, but then they'll be the go-to that it's so clear. Not to say, by the way, if you've got different styles of vibes, that's not a good thing, but I think that's where it comes back to, is like brands are so much more now like listen to like this type of creator that they want is authentically that person in real life, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So like that person who is really into their active hiking, fitness, like that's going to really work for their brand. So it's going to be interesting, because then it comes questions like, it's not influencer marketing, but is it turning a little bit more into being more about the person themselves rather than the, like that way? It'll be interesting to see. That's the one that I'll be keeping an eye out for, is how brands will kind of approach it as well, because it's forever changing, let's be honest.
And I think it just comes down to it, like if there is a running app, right? Like why would the brand choose someone who doesn't actively run marathons or
isn't authentically that person?
Because it's just not gonna show up the same way. Like, yeah, exactly. Land like it would if it was someone who genuinely loves it. Because I think it always boils down to that real passion and excitement and authenticity around the product, around the lifestyle, like how it matches. Especially with another thing that I think we've seen this year is the opportunity of whitelisting. It's massive for UGC creators now. I feel like last year it was basically just starting to crawl.
Yeah.
And it was just influencers that were potentially doing it, because obviously brands saw it as like, they've got following, so people trust them. And now brands are like, oh, hold on a second. Perhaps because they don't have followers, they're going to be more trusted because it is genuinely like sharing your perception or like your opinions with your real followers, your real people that you have contact with, right? So I think it's very, very interesting, the whitelisting aspect. And that also comes back to what these people actually share on their socials, what they're actually passionate about, that the brands look into it now. You know, even for you, just the social media aspect for a lot of brands is still quite important. And I think obviously as we go, there's only one way to do it. If you don't have that online branding and your own persona, it's just going to get harder, I think, for you to land those jobs in next year. So something to definitely look out for, I think, for creators.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Actually, that's a really good point. And I think too, another aspect as well is you're wanting to make sure when you're doing, like, and we always speak about it too, is I think once again, relationships between brands is only getting more and more important too, that like brands. So back at the very start, obviously UGC, it was fresh, it was new, say 2 years ago. As it's progressed and it's got more common, brands also have their go-to rosters for creators and whatnot, or like they kind of know what they're after. So I feel like for creators too, it only ups the level of not only detail when it comes to videos, but as we always say, our favourite word, communication, and being easy to work with. And like being someone that's good to work with, you're going to, you know, be reliable. You'll get the content on time. You're going to be really easy to deal with. You're going to understand the brand. I think brands a lot more time too are wanting creators that get it. It's not just like a one-off. Like they're wanting to work more with creators on like a repeat kind of, I suppose, contract or like campaign that then they're not investing, I suppose, as much into always being like, oh, who are we going to get to actually have this? Whereas when they have the people to come back to, they're like, yes, they get it. We like their style, and it feels more like a community-driven content.
Like a team.
Like, yes, like a team. That's a good point. It's like a team more. So I think that's a big thing for creators too, that think about your personal brand for yourself. Think about like how you come across, your style, what actually are your natural niches, but also too, like, am I still being really easy to deal with? Is my communication really nice? Like, am I constantly making sure that I'm offering a really nice full-bodied service as well?
And I think also from like the bigger perspective, from since last year too, because I think, Ali, this is probably our first full year giving feedback, right?
Yeah.
From last year to this year, this is a full year for the first time.
Yeah.
And I think that, so this is now being very constructive because we actually have data to go from.
To back it up. I know.
Yeah.
The British research.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think this is very interesting to see the starting point of creators. Obviously, we can only speak from the Clip's perspective, but I think to compare how creators would start their journey on Clip with what levels of skills and how they are now, it's quite drastic change as well. And it might be due to the girls just doing even more drastic decisions in the application process. But I do genuinely believe that perhaps the people who have started in the new year last year that we spoke in our last Christmas special is that these people actually stuck with their UGC journey and their work that they're putting in. So I think it's quite interesting, and I think we can genuinely see it in the amount of feedback that we give and the creators that we see on Clip, their faces for the first time. They're stronger like skill set in those videos that perhaps we've seen at the beginning of last year or even the year before. So I think this is quite a big one, and I think it speaks volumes of obviously of Clip, but also just creators in general, that they are putting so much more work because of that competition. Because it is more and more obvious, isn't it? Especially on social media, that there is such a need for sharing your work and also showing up for every single project, that I think this is also a very important point, is to just keep showing up, because you never know what campaign is going to be the one who's going to get you a retainer, or who's going to get you out there, or like a great whitelisting opportunity that's going to grow your followers as well. Like that, you never know when is going to be that little moment for you. So show up, everyone, all the time.
Then don't give up, because I think we had a comment on one of our TikTok posts, and it was probably a podcast snippet, And she was like, I'm so disappointed. I can't land any collaborations or stuff like that. I don't know if the creator was on the platform or not. But I was just thinking like, I would just say what I would do if I were in your shoes, because it is frustrating. We all know that, even though I can't really speak as a creator, but I understand how frustrating can it be to, try and put effort and nothing shows up and you still be there. And then I think there's so many creators that they just give up because of this. And then most of the time it's just about being very, very like consistent and just doing your job as it is. Obviously trying to improve as well, but it's just that in general, it's, I guess, the more generation is coming behind us, I feel like they're getting everything super quick and easy for some reason.
It's so interesting as well, because I feel like it's just that from one side, I 100% agree. And then another side is that obviously people now, if they do want to start right now, it seems to me like it is only getting harder to start and stick with it and not getting disheartened, because obviously there is a pool of creators that are trusted and brands know of. But at the same time, thinking about the times when we started, there was no resources. So it's such an interesting like correlation between...
To be honest, social media has made it worse. If I hadn't started doing what I was doing yet at all, and I came onto TikTok and I seen someone on about like, dude, you see, it's the best thing ever. Like, you're going to have 5-10K months. Like, all you have to do is film a video. You don't even have to post it to social media. Dumb it down so much that then for me to be like, okay, fine, I'll be like, and I'll do a few videos. And for me not to get that instant gratification of like, the brands want like, oh, I'm getting paid for this. I feel like that does kill motivation, because it's put a spotlight nearly too much, which I think is obviously fantastic. However, at the same time, it's bad that a spotlight's been put on the industry that has made it nearly not as realistic for what it actually is, that you do have to put work in. Like, there's a lot of times when you, like, for example, I always think about how, like, I used to use YouTube when I was younger. I made these videos, never got paid a dime. And then one time I got like a collaboration that I got paid for, and it was the best thing in the world. But the point was, I was never doing it for the money, that it was always for the passion of creating and showing and doing that. That I feel like social media has nearly took that passion out of it, and it's quick wins. Therefore, if people don't get the quick wins and they're not seeing, I didn't blow up like this person did, then they'll give up quickly. Whereas, do it for the right reasons. And I genuinely believe this, like, if you do anything for the right reasons and because you want to, not because of, oh, I want this or money or whatever, you'll make better content, because you're not going to be doing it as, it's not as hard, if that makes sense, in a way to like enjoy it. Like, you're doing it because you want to do it, and then that's when the benefits will come in. So I know for someone listening that could be really annoying, be like, oh, but I want to get paid, or I've been doing this for ages. But practice, keep on practicing. And like, it is consistency. I feel like Maria mentioned a very good point there, that it's showing up. It's being like, you know what, I haven't got what I wanted, or I've reached out to a brand, or I've applied for campaigns and clip and I'm not getting accepted. Be honest with yourself. Go back and do a little mini audit and try view your content through someone else's eyes and think, what could have been better there? Because I bet you'll find a few things. I would go back to my own videos that I'll do, and I'll still be like, this could have been better, that could have been better. There's always things to improve. So always keep on thinking, how can I keep on improving? Because the more you do that, like, I always loved it. It was like Beyonce, after she does a concert, she'll watch her footage back and she'll critique her own footage every time. That I'm like, that's the level of, you always, I feel like, need to have when it comes to being a creator, of thinking, how can I keep getting better and doing better? And never thinking that, oh, I'm the best now, that's it. Because that's when, in my opinion, things will go to shit.
So as for the brand side, while we were talking about, you know, what brands want and what creators should pay attention to, we actually had a call with the founder of Vuka, the period pants. Yeah,
and I love that brand.
They came back, really interesting. They came back after 1 year. So they got some videos last year. They never came back, and now they came back and they got like a credit pack. What was super interesting is that because it really, really depends on the brand needs and where they are at with their paid ads in general, because that's the whole point, right? And she was mentioning that they're focusing more on the top funnel because they're just done with like, here's the 2+1 offer or whatever discount or whatever, put it into your face. And she was saying that we want people that have stories to tell about them and to be more like raw and just be more relatable to the audiences. And just getting that attention, not with why we have the best period pants and stuff like that, more towards like, okay, I was in this position and this was helping me. Of course, it's again a problem solution angle, but when you think about it, there's so many other things that you can do with that. And yeah, it was interesting because she was looking for new faces and she wanted to have more people telling different stories, but obviously they had pretty much the same thing in common. And yeah, she was saying that she needs like 15 creators and stuff like that and keep getting more and more eventually every month. And yeah, and I think just to sum up this idea of what is happening next year and where is this going for, I think, as you said, with whitelisting and people being more into, we should just go with the creators. They have less followers, but they're very, very engaged because they care about it. I think it's the same with the brands as well. Instead of like trying to hit so many audiences and so many people, I think like just try to focus on, of course, don't put your eggs in one basket. That's for sure. That's a mistake. But what I'm trying to say is, first of all, the whole being authentic and raw as a brand and showing your BTS and all these things, I think is still like more and more common. And we knew that this is a trend coming for the last couple of years. But I think just double down on that. It's going to be even more powerful. And yeah, just try to stick with your audience, even with like social media, and followers. Like, I think we should stop like getting into this like vanity metrics of like, oh, let's get into K followers or 100K followers. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore because people now, they're so fed up with content that is not genuine, with content that is just there to fill in with the algorithm. That algorithm is saying like, oh, posts every, 2-3 days, whatever, 2-3 posts in a week and stuff like that. And I think this is where it goes wrong, because people don't understand that it doesn't matter the numbers. It matters of how people are engaging with your account and how genuine you are as a brand. We can see that from our lives and everything like that. Like, it's a lot of work because we have 15K followers, something like that, 16K. It's nothing in a way, right? When you think about it, if someone would say, oh, 15K, yeah, it's okay for a brand, but it's just so hard, to get all these people trying to be like in your life, for example, or being super engaged at all these things, And then as a brand, I think obviously it's so much harder to have this engagement. But I think you should double down on that in general. And then even with your ads, I think trying to be more empathetic, trying to be more relatable to the audience and everything like that. Just be yourself as a brand, I think. And it's super important to know your brand identity and everything like that. So yeah, these are my 2 cents on the brand side.
So well said, though.
Yeah.
I do agree with everything. And I think that the brands understanding their actual strategy, like why do you make any single decision in your ads, needs to have a reason. I feel like that's still quite tricky, especially when we still see scripts from brands, when we can tell the brand doesn't maybe have a full understanding of their audience or not a fully understanding what the product actually means to some people.
Yep.
And I think like if you as brands find a creator that can understand your brand really on like another level because they genuinely care about the issue that it solves or the solution itself, just try to lean on their knowledge and intuition as well, because technically you don't have that much to lose if they do have a different approach or a different idea. Just make sure that there is some sort of strategy or like a bigger reason for whatever you're doing, rather than we just want to get sales. If you do actually say like, no, we want to reach people who care about, eco-friendly products, or we want to find people who would be repeated customers. Like if you have a little bit more of like a vision of what you want to achieve, I think it's really going to help with the current projects that you're running, like current ads that you're running, what you create, because there's going to be more understanding on both sides, basically. So
I think that sums up really well. And it's been a fantastic year on Clip, and it's been so lovely seeing creators get better, all the new campaigns, all the brands that are coming in. And it's just more exciting to see what next year is going to hold as well. So yeah, to sum things up from us at Clip, have a lovely, very Merry Christmas, and we will see you again in the new year.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Bye.